Look at them. They're doing a lot of research, folks. Trying to find some good bets for y'all. Last minute betting. Bob, Mike, just incredible. And he's got some incredible plays for you today. We are brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. OddsJam Partner Program, 50% revenue share. Link below in the description. And the picks. Bob, Mike, Tony, we got our picks on a daily basis. Link below in the description. 14-day free trial. Go there now. Not kidding around, man. We make money. You want to make money or you want to lose money? Totally up to you. I'll leave it up to you completely. If I were you, I'd jump in. But, if not, you want to lose money, whatever. Okay. Have I impressed that upon y'all yet? If you want to friggin' lose money, don't subscribe to our picks. If you want to win, subscribe. That's all I can tell you. All right, guys. Here we are. We are in the second round of the NBA playoffs, the second round of the NHL playoffs, and the intensity is going to be ratcheted up. Cleveland, what a comeback. A hell of a game. Big, but they're going down against the Knicks.
Well, Cleveland's not playing the Knicks, Bob.
I'm sorry. Why did I say Cleveland? Indiana's playing the Knicks. Cleveland's playing Boston. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I made a mistake. Yeah, that's a sweep happening.
Well, I don't know
about a sweep, but
I definitely agree with you. Yeah, that they're going to lose, but sweep. I think they could get one game on though.
Porzingis, we don't know what's going on with him. I think that's where maybe Boston will be if Porzingis. We don't know how long he's going to be out, but rebounding could become a factor here because now edge goes to Cleveland a little bit there in the rebounding aspect. So, I think Cleveland definitely gets one game. Miami got a game on Boston, and remember, Boston does not play real good at home. They have not, at least in the playoffs, they have not been good at home in the playoffs. So maybe Cleveland can get two somehow. I don't know. I would say Boston probably wins it in 5-6 at the absolute most. But yeah, sweep. No, I don't think so.
Well, I will say, though, the Knicks are going to beat the Pacers, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. 5-game series, Boston plus 175. 5 games. The series will end in exactly how many games? Plus 175 in 5 games between Boston and Cleveland. But more importantly, we do have the Pacers and the Knicks tonight. I am definitely on the Knicks tonight. I got to tell you, I'm not sure what to think about this T-Wolves Nuggets game because Justin came up with some incredible information. Justin, share that with Mike here real quick.
Rudy Gobert may not be playing because his wife is in labor.
Ooh.
So that's why it went down 2 points. I took the +7. But, no, it's interesting. It is very interesting.
Yeah, definitely going to be a factor there. And if you're Denver, this is the opportunity to get back on track here. You can't go down 0-2 heading to Minnesota, losing both at home. Definitely think Denver gets the job done here tonight, and especially if Gobert's out. Yeah, if he doesn't play, then there's no doubt Denver should win this game. It'll be interesting still, but I can't imagine Denver going down 2-0, losing 2 at home in Denver where they're dominant. I just can't see that. But it'll be interesting to watch. Maybe this is an Anthony Edwards. Could this be his 3rd straight 40-plus playoff game in a row? Has that ever been done? Definitely at his age, I think think him and Kobe are the only two guys that are under 23 to have back-to-back 40-plus point playoff games. So, I don't know, man. You think Edwards goes for 40-plus again tonight?
I think so. I think he at least gets 25, no question. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But do you think Denver wins by 8 though?
Maybe not. No, because Anthony Edwards is gonna still have that dog mentality, and he's not gonna look at this as there's any chance they're losing this game. He's gonna come out and continue to dominate. Denver has no matchup for him. I don't see anything changing there. So yeah, I think this could be a close game, and if not, maybe Minnesota makes a late run to cover that spread. I mean, I would definitely take +8 for sure. Can back that.
Check it out. The line is 6.5 on BetMGM at -110 right now.
Yeah. The only worry for me with the +8, Justin, is obviously not just Gobert being out, but now the significance of Cat and his foul trouble issues.
Right.
Now, if he gets in foul trouble tonight, they can survive that with Gobert there. With him out, if Cat gets into some foul trouble, man, this could get not too out of hand, but that could put us in jeopardy at the +8. But the one thing going, Anthony Edwards is going to ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all over the Bruins tonight, Steven. I think that's a great spot for Boston. They've dominated Florida all year. They're coming off that momentum of that Game 7 win. They almost blew that 3-1 lead. They've got to be feeling good. They're, sometimes too much rest can be a bad thing. I think Boston comes out tonight, and I think Boston ends up being the aggressor.
I like a lot of goals scored in that game. That's what I'm rooting for. By the way, just got to tell you this, guys. That goal by David Pastrnak in overtime was just a thing of beauty. And for a guy with his skill level and, to be able to do something like that, you don't see a lot of star players scoring those big overtime goals. That was a big overtime goal. That got the monkey off their back. And the Stars got the monkey off their back, but I'm going to tell you something, boys. Right now, they better watch out for Colorado.
They're done.
They better watch out.
They're done. Colorado is winning that series. They just absolutely took Connor Hellebuck and just made him look average at best. Yes. And he's definitely winning the Vezina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely winning the Vezina this year, I think. And Jake Ottinger's great. Colorado's just got to, if they're gonna score like that, man, they're gonna be too much to handle. I mean, they're coming off of beating Winnipeg 4 games in a row, dude. I mean, it's not like Winnipeg was chopped liver here, man, and they dismantled Winnipeg pretty much, and that game 1, they stormed back and almost came back and beat Winnipeg. It ended up being just a 1-goal game. I think Winnipeg was up like 3 goals or something in that game. And yeah, and then after that, Colorado just took that momentum and just destroyed them. And how about Georgiev? He's doing the job, isn't he?
Yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. We got to talk about the other series. Silovs for Vancouver, their number 3 goalie. There are people out there right now. There are people out there that think that he has a Bennington run in him. He's 23 years old. He closed out the first series against the Predators with a 1-0 shutout. The youngest goaltender to ever in Vancouver history to have a shutout in the playoffs. So if this kid stays on, if he plays like he's playing, he's a better goaltender than one Edmonton's got. But
well, I don't know. I think Skinner's played good in net. I mean, he's done fine. I have no issues with what Skinner's done in net. Edmonton looks fine to me. I mean, I think this is Edmonton's shot here. If there ever was one, this is the opportunity to get into the conference finals here and maybe try to set yourself up with going to the Stanley Cup Finals. Because I mean, look, if Vancouver's going to win, this kid's going to have that type of performance to fend off the Oilers, because they're buzzing right now.
Look up UFC 300 Max Holloway knockout yet. I have not looked that up. MMA equivalent to the Pasternak goal. Probably so. Okay. I'm an old school guy. I have a tough time with the UFC MMA stuff. Old school boxing, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier,
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Not a big UFC MMA fan, but I realize that they're very popular competitions. So, back to this Vancouver series. Mike, I totally disagree with you. I think Skinner is not that good of a goalie, and in order for Edmonton to win this series, they're going to have to outscore. And this kid is your goaltender in Vancouver is under the gun. He played
a Nashville team that that's Nashville. This is a different animal here in Edmonton. I think he's going to have a tough time if they're relying on their third string goalie to take them to the promised land. I don't think it's going to happen here, Bob. Edmonton's too good, and Edmonton has the offense to outscore Vancouver, even if Skinner is a little shaky. And I got to tell you, I thought Skinner played fine in that first round. No complaints. Look at his numbers, 4-1 record, good save percentage. You can't argue with that.
I'm going to argue with it. I'm telling you, I don't think he's as good a goaltender. I've watched the guy play.
Is the third stringer? I mean, you're going off of one game?
No, the kid's on his way.
He had one good game against Nashville. Stuart Skinner's played all year and been fine. He had a good series against the Kings. Does Nashville have anybody like Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl? Absolutely not.
No, but they have guys that play defense, and those two don't.
How about Zach Hyman? They got anybody like that?
No, but they don't have anybody that plays defense, okay? You're not going to get a 1-0 game with Edmonton, okay? Because Edmonton likes to play wide open. That's how McDavid and Draisaitl play their game. They like to be on the rush. You know what happens when they do and they don't score? You can go back the other way and you can score on Skinner, and not have as many shots.
They looked fine. They looked fine against LA in the first round. I'm not worried about them. I think Edmonton's going to win this series, man. I don't think there's any doubt.
Look at the game Vancouver had when they only had 12 shots. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's look at that. That is how dangerous they are. And do you not realize the level of
yeah, that was awful. That was an awful game. Both of those teams were garbage. Nashville's not that good of a team, Bob. So
do you realize, Mike?
Comparing Nashville to Edmonton is insane.
Do you realize, Mike, how good of scoring that Vancouver has?
They're a very good offensive team. I also realize that Zach Hyman's a 54 goal scorer. Does Vancouver have how many goals did JT Miller have on the year? Did he hit?
I really don't know. I'm getting ready to look at the Vancouver stats right now.
He had 37. Vancouver's give me Edmonton all day, any day in this series. Go ahead and put your money on it then, if that's what you think, Bob.
Okay. Well, I haven't really decided yet. I'm just saying Vancouver is nothing to sneeze at, man.
I've been saying that all year, and you laughed at me all year. Now, all of a sudden, you're wanting to pump Vancouver up like they're the greatest team you've ever seen because they beat the Nashville Predators in the first round.
Why, Mike? You know why, Mike? Because I'm not a Connor McDavid fan.
Exactly.
Period.
This is where it all stems from. Hating is all you're going on. You don't bet that way. You don't bet with hatred, Bob. You don't bet with hatred. You bet with love. You bet with love.
I tried betting without hatred and it didn't work. It got me some really bad beats. Really friggin' bad beats. I've been on a bad beat run. So now I'm
You're about to be on another one. You're about to be on another one. If now look, this series is not going to. This could go 7 games. I don't have any doubts. Vancouver's great,
and if it goes 7, Vancouver wins.
Okay, well,
I'll see what happens. All I do know is this is going to be a war because there's a lot of Edmonton people in Vancouver, so stay up pretty loud. I tell you that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good series. There's some, these are 2 division rivals here, and 2 teams that maybe not as big as Edmonton Calgary rivalry, but definitely in the mix. Is a couple of teams that are very familiar and fan bases very familiar with each other. So yeah, this should be a good series. I'm excited about. And the other one too, Colorado Dallas should be a great series. Truthfully, it should be a great series.
All right, Pacers Knicks tonight. You guys on the Knicks?
Got to lean Knicks to cover even, man. I got to be honest. Indiana just not the same on the road. I think they'll heat up at home with that offense, and obviously, they took advantage of a banged up Milwaukee team. The Knicks, Jalen Brunson is a dog right now, has been. He's going to be wanting to stick it to Rick Carlisle, his former coach there in Dallas. I like the Knicks here.
Yeah, I think
Brunson have back-to-back 40-point games, guys.
Actually maybe because Indiana
they get 40 and 41.
Who's that?
Brunson.
Yeah.
He had back-to-back 40-point games.
Yeah, so did Edwards. Both of them going for their 3rd straight. I don't know about Brunson tonight having 40-plus. He's certainly capable of it. It's just going to depend on what the game's going to demand from him because, remember, he's dishing out. He's their, leader in assists as well. So, it'll be – I don't know. I think Brunson probably ends up in the 30-plus range tonight. I don't think he quite goes for 40, and that ends up being enough because I think they'll get help from other guys, obviously, as well.
Yeah, I think the Knicks actually have complete capability of sweeping the Pacers, to be honest.
They definitely do. It does. It could happen. I do think Indiana gets home, though. I do think they play better. They're a high scoring team. We know that guys coming off the bench can step up when they are at home as opposed to playing on the road. You see it every year in the playoffs. So look, I think Indiana can get at least 1 game, but yeah, I would not be shocked.
Yeah, because I think the Knicks, they can play offense. They got a really explosive offense, but a really shut down defense.
Yeah.
And all they got going for them is the offense.
And remember this, Anunoby and Siakam are former teammates. They saw each other all the time in Toronto. They won a championship together in Toronto when Kawhi was there. These 2 guys know each other. That could be a really, really intriguing matchup because, that both of these guys are familiar with each other. And that could come into play for sure with that matchup. So that's something to look out for as well. And then, of course, the Jalen Brunson revenge factor,
Oh, yeah. I like that a lot. All right. Guess what, guys? Next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, will be the start of the WNBA season. Now, guess what? And we've already seen some highlights. Caitlin Clark, I think this is going to be a league that is going to ascend in popularity. And from a betting standpoint, it's one of the funnest leagues to bet. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's already last couple of years been getting a little more popular, at least in the betting world, I feel like. And now with this new class coming in, a lot of stars, I think it's set up to really, really take off in these next couple of years. And especially this year. This should be a big year for the WNBA. And I'm pumped too, man. I am. I'm ready for it. Give it to me. Let's go.
I mean, I'd rather watch that than Summer League NBA, Justin.
I would too. I agree.
Yeah. Well, hey, anything to get a lot of games out so we can bet on, because, right now it's kind of positive EV plays are not coming around that much, at least for me. So, hey, anything to get them up, the volume up, would be awesome.
Right. Absolutely. And speaking of positive EV, Mike, you're up.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything out here that we can find last minute that we want to go ahead and hit. Let me refresh. I'm going to go to the NBA. See what's out here. Obviously, we got that book there, the 1x bet showing up. We got Jaden McDaniels over 9.5 points for those of you on Fliff. You can grab that at -110. I do like this. I mean, especially we're talking about Gobert maybe being out. We know Jaden McDaniels is always there for a spot-up shot with Anthony Edwards attacking. I can see this hitting for sure. So I definitely think that's one we want to roll with.
Yeah, very quickly. Have you guys used 1x bet?
I have not. No.
I was going to sign up for it because I heard, I saw some insane middle arbs, but I heard on the internet some really shady stuff about it. So I stayed on it, but I'm hoping to hear some opinions otherwise, because the value is so insane for these middles. So
yeah,
I hope they're wrong.
This Caldwell Pope over 9.5 points. I think we can roll with it. I mean, he's going to have to step up tonight for Denver. They're going to need everybody going at all times, and I mean, Anthony Edwards is going to continue to put the pressure on these guys, and now there's McDaniels points and rebounds over 13.5 on DraftKings at -110. So if you're looking at that, I'm not going to double dip on him. We got lines ripping here on a couple. If any of you are on Bovada, Bodog, you've got an under for Jokic points and rebounds. That's 42.5. Man, that scares me with Gobert potentially being out,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That's what scares me away from that right now, and the fact that Cat can defend Jokic for sure, but the foul trouble worries me with Towns too, and it feels like the refs they know he gets in foul trouble, and it's like he never. I mean, when he fouls, they're on it,
Right.
Yeah.
Now him over 8.5 rebounds is maybe worth looking into tonight. At +150. I mean, that's a pretty nice plus odds banger right there, but I definitely think that you could see him flirting around this number anyway. And with Gobert out, the importance of rebounding will be there for him tonight. I mean, Anthony Edwards is going to be telling him, hey, rebound and don't foul.
Yeah.
We'll have a chance. So let's go ahead and roll with it.
What about Brunson over on his PRA 49.5?
Yeah, 100%, because he's going to be dishing if he's not scoring. Yeah.
He had 12 assists. He had 12 assists last game.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, he's going to be. Yeah. Take him on a PRA over all day here. Yep. Yeah, lots of, and there's the one you're talking about, Bob, right there. Brunson over 4. That's -108 on Bet Rivers. Looks outstanding. A lot of books are favoring this in the -120 range. I mean, our win probability on this is almost, it's over 52.5%. So that's pretty solid taking this play.
Yeah, I actually took a same game parlay on Bet365. Like over 25 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 threes made. The only thing that scares me about this is the rebounds because he's got to get 5, and he usually doesn't rebound a lot, but possible riding with it still.
Yep, agree. Towns over 10.5 rebounds and assists. I'm going to stay away because I already took him over 8.5 rebounds, and that plus 150 on DraftKings was worth it for me. This could be a safer play for you because now you're including the assists. So rebounds and assists, you could hit that at minus 105 on MGM. I still do like that. I'm just not going to double dip on it. I'm going to go ahead and yes, I am. Yes, I am, actually. I talked myself out of it. I'm double dipping.
Okay. You're the double dipper.
I am. I mean, it's not bad correlation either. I mean, it's still a rebound over prop. Now we've just added in a couple assists here or there. Or maybe he gets it all in rebounds, and we don't even worry. So, yeah, I'm going to go with it.
What do you guys think about any dingers tonight? Anybody feeling anything?
Man, nothing really that I was thinking tonight. I mean, you're certainly going to go to that Dodgers Marlins game tonight. Looking at that one, I mean, you got to be rolling with somebody from the Dodgers, I feel, right?
You may want to go with Ohtani because he's hot, boys. He just hit his 10th home run.
Yeah, he has been hot. And, another guy that has been pretty darn hot is Max Muncy.
Well, yeah, and so's Hernandez. He's got 8 home runs.
Yep. Yeah, that is true. That is true. And, yes, you're right. Ohtani been hot. Hernandez been hot.
Actually, I got one for you, Bob. I like Marcus Semien tonight.
Oh, yes. Yes, I agree with you.
That last Muncy's last game, that was that 3 home run game he had. So, of course, he didn't play their last game. That last game last night, I should say. Yes, yeah, last night's game. But in fact, he didn't even pinch hit. It doesn't look like. But yeah, I would say somebody from the Dodgers. You're looking at. For me, it's either Ohtani, Muncy, or Hernandez to be looking at.
Okay, I'm going to go to Semien here, and you know what? Let me just do this. Let's just try to find Mike. I'm gonna remove that here real quick, and
That's fine.
Let me share my screen here, and let's see if we can come up with a real quick dinger parlay, just for the heck of it here. So you're saying Semien, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me find
weak as hell, and I think there's going to be a lot of runs in this game. So,
okay,
we got a chance here.
All right, let's hit it. Let's add that. And Mike, take one of them Dodgers. Which one are you taking?
Oh man. I guess give me Muncy.
Okay. All right. Okay, now it's my turn. I gotta figure out how to not do something stupid here. Which is not an easy thing to do. God, I really, really want to go after that, but I'm afraid I'm gonna be wrong. Hang on. Let's go to this Minnesota game if I can get it to pull up. You know who I'm going with, Mike. I give you one guess. Oh, well, maybe not. Darn it. You know what? Give me J-Rod.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good one, actually.
That's whoa. plus 17,000. $1 bet gets you 178. $10 gets you 1,786. Guys, I got to tell you right now, I talked to a guy today who just hit in the last 2 months $60,000 worth of parlays.
Jesus.
He hit an 11 in college football. It was back in December. He hit an 11-leg parlay that paid $40,000 on a $25 bet.
Nice.
And then he hit a 7-leg parlay that he put $40 on, and it cashed out for 20. All of them, no money lines, guys. All point spreads.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. So anything can happen. Maybe we can win this. I'm going to go ahead and load it up. I want to make some money tonight. I'm going to put $1 on it, Mike.
There you go.
Can you roll with me on this? Justin, will you put $1 on it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll roll with you.
All right.
But odds not going to be as good, though, because I don't have FanDuel. But
Yeah,
okay. All right. So, you know what? You could get plus 11,308 on Bovada.
Okay.
If you have that.
Yeah, we do have we don't have Bovada, but we have Bodog, which is essentially the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Same odds exactly. So you can get that, which a dollar would get you $114.
Okay.
And I ask you, Justin, could you use an extra $114?
Oh yeah, I could, especially right now. It's been off to a rough start this month.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's make some money tonight. Justin, good job. Mike, good job. Thanks for joining us, folks. Stephen Batts, appreciate it. Had a lot of ex people out here. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.